Everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I wanted to start this video by just mentioning a few things about why I'm filming this video. So the first reason why I'm filming this video is just in hopes to bring more awareness to mental health and just the importance of speaking about it. I think, unfortunately, there's still a lot of stigma around mental health, and sometimes how I like to explain it is, if you go to the doctor with a broken leg, you know you're injured, and they can take x-rays, and you can be put in a cast for a while, and then, people come around and they'll sign your cast and in hopes of getting better. And then in, time, your leg heals and the cast comes off and you can run and play as normal. Unfortunately, with mental health, it's not exactly the same sort of situation. Often people struggle with issues surrounding mental health, for years, and it could be all their lives. And in a lot of cases, things can go undiagnosed, or there's fear of seeking out help and seeking out support, whether it be from doctors or parents or guardians, friends, just because there's so much that we don't know. And everybody is so different. So I wanted to speak a bit freely about mental health because I do myself suffer from anxiety and anxiety disorder, and I just wanted to kind of speak to that and let people know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to struggle, but it's important to seek out support and to seek out help and to find someone you trust. That you can be honest with and say, hey, listen, I'm struggling. I think I need some support, especially if you're finding that, it's really taking over your life. Maybe you're not sleeping well at night. Maybe you're not eating. And aspects of your life are really starting to change. Maybe relationships with your friends and family or significant other are starting to break down, or yourself. Maybe, you're not seeing yourself in a great light. It's important to be able to seek out support and know that it's okay. So I just wanted to come on here and kind of start with that little disclaimer first of why I'm filming this video, and let you know a few things that have actually helped me on my anxiety journey. And depending on, of course, for you as a person, everybody's individual, so I'll say that as well. Whatever you're going through, know that there are supports out there, and I do believe in seeking out support, especially from family, friends, medical professionals, whether that be seeking out support from a counselor at school, or a therapist, or seeking out support from your family physician. Please know that you're not alone. But I wanted to just kind of give you just a few other tips and tricks that have actually helped me with my anxiety, and how I've worked through it a little bit on my own, as well as with supports. So the first thing I want to speak to is meditation. I think I mentioned this in maybe other videos, but I do meditate quite often, and I have been recommended to be meditating every single night. Now, do I get to that every night? To be honest, no. Some nights, especially after work, if it's been a long day, chances are I usually just go straight to bed, do my skincare routine, go right to bed. And I don't always make the time every night, but I notice that when I do make the time to meditate, it really, really helps to calm me and give me a deeper sleep. So I highly recommend meditation. There's tons of apps you can find. Calm is the one I use, but I know that there's a plethora of other options, and you can also find a lot of free meditations on YouTube as well if you don't want to subscribe and pay. But there's tons of options for meditating, and everyone finds their own rhythm. So maybe you actually feel that you can meditate in the morning. For me, I find meditation helps kind of calm my thoughts at night. So I usually meditate right before I go to sleep. And then prior to meditating, actually, I journal. So I'll just write a few notes in my journal about what happened that day, so that, if, for example, if something happened that was really affecting me or that I was on my mind, then I can get it written down on paper, and I'm not going to bed with that kind of self-talk in my mind, that monologue happening, because I tend to replay things, especially if it was a rough day. I tend to replay things over and over in my mind. So writing down my journal gets those thoughts on paper, so then it's like done, and it's like, okay, that's over. Tomorrow's a new day, and then I can meditate and find some peace that way. So that's really comforting. So journaling, meditation. I also find getting out in nature is really helpful. I love going for walks, and sometimes even when it's a cold day, especially like living here in Calgary, unfortunately the weather is peculiar, and we don't always have warm weather, of course, especially during the winter. So even if it's a bit chilly, sometimes I'll just walk to the end of my block a few times, just to get some fresh air, or I'll walk to get my groceries, things like that, that actually kind of help me to just indulge in nature, get out and see that that the world is so much bigger than sometimes my mental health can make it seem. Sometimes I feel like, quite isolated, and with mental health you can definitely feel alone. But when you take a deep breath and you can go outside and just see that things are going to be okay, that there is a world out there that can separate us from our anxiety, it feels a little bit better. So I highly recommend going outside, especially with the warmer weather rolling around, spring and summer coming into play now. It's such a great feeling, and if you're like me and you're actually affected by the seasons and change of weather, you know that can affect your mood. So get outside when it's nice out, even if it's just for 10 minutes to sit in the sun. Like I said, it could be like a walk to the end of the block, or go get the mail from the mailbox. Go, grab some groceries, take a walk to do that, or, meet up with a friend, obviously social distanced, of course, but, meet up with a friend and go for a walk outside. And it's nice to be able to get some fresh air. Even if you are wearing your mask outside, at least you're out in nature. So that's another good tip. And I also want to share something that's quite personal. I don't speak about this that much on my channel, but I wanted to just talk personally about faith. My faith has been really something that's gotten me through a lot of really tough days. And of course, I recognize that not everybody watching these videos are spiritual, and that's okay if that's not you, and that's totally fine. But I want to spread the word a little bit about something that I found recently. It's called Jesus Today, and it's Experiencing Hope Through His Presence. This is by Sarah Young. It's a daily devotion that you can read each day, and it's really quite beautiful because it just kind of helps you, start your day or end your day with just a piece of hope and remembrance that we are not alone. So again, if you're spiritual, or if you are Christian or Catholic, or you're interested in seeking out some support with, the spirituality, then this is something I would highly recommend as like a devotional, because it's really great. So just as an example, there's quite a few pages in this guy, but this one's number 4. And what's really cool is it has this first page here, you can see, is all like Jesus speaking to you. And then this side here is elements of the scripture that you can go to that actually correlate directly to this speech here. So I'll read a little bit just so you can kind of get an idea. But it says, when you trust in me, you take refuge in me. So trusting me is much more than a matter of your words. It is mainly a matter of your will. As you go through this day, you will encounter many things that can make you anxious, including some of your thoughts. If you don't stay alert, anxious feelings can slip into your day without your noticing them. When this happens, you may wonder why you suddenly start to feel bad. Usually you just ignore those feelings, or you may try to numb them with food, drink, television, gossip, or other distractions. How much better is it to catch the worry thoughts before they take hold of you? That is why I say be on the alert. So there's more to follow, but that's just kind of the gist of it. I really find this to be supportive because it makes me just see things in a bit of a different way. Because if you're suffering from mental health, you know that often, you kind of feel like your mind is always working. So I definitely recommend those pieces just to kind of help you on your journey to, gaining a bit more sense of self, or to become a little bit more grounded. Again, obviously, if you're not spiritual and that's something you might want to leave out, that's okay. You don't have to engage in that. but these are just some things that have actually just helped me. So I found it really effective, and I just thought I'd share with you. So anyways, I hope you're all having a really wonderful week this week. I know I've been a little bit here and there with videos. I've been popping in and out, but I really want to start making more content for you and speaking a lot about mental health. So if you have any questions about anxiety specifically or mental health, please leave them in the comments below. Of course, if there's something that I can answer, of course I will answer. And if there's something I'm not sure of, then I might just, direct you in the direction of somebody who can actually support you. But as another disclaimer, I do recommend seeking out support from someone you trust, whether it be a counselor, therapist, family, friend, you're a medical professional in the case of like a doctor or a physician, someone who can support you in your needs, because everybody is different. So for me to come on here and say, oh, this is the key to fixing your anxiety, that would be wrong. That's not me, and I encourage you to also recognize that. There's a lot of people out there who I'm sure would say they have the answer, and they don't. I think everybody's different, and everyone's needs are different. So seek out support where you can, but please know that if I can support you in any way, I'm happy to do so. So thank you so much for being here this week, and I wish you all a wonderful week and a start to the spring season. I cannot wait to wear dresses and skirts and flowy tops. Bring it on. All right, bye everybody.